Ooh, what's this?
It's a radio.
Is it Kiki's radio?
It is.
I didn't know it was starting so soon.
Yeah. So hi, this is Elena.
And Michelle.
So for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be doing different little props from Studio Ghibli movies, starting with Kiki's radio. I just, Eric, you know my brother.
My brother.
R.
My brother, your brother.
He asked me if I could make a cat bus, and so I did, but it took a long time. So I was like, at the last minute, I was like, I need to make something else. Like, I'll just stick with the Studio Ghibli theme. So I made some other small prop, and then I needed another week to finish the cat bus. So I made another Studio Ghibli prop, and then it happened again. So it's like 3 things, and then it's going to end with a cat bus.
So was it your procrastination making these other things?
Yeah. Also, I started following this girl on Instagram who made all these tattoo designs that were just nostalgic little things from those movies, and I loved it. I'll put a link to her username because I can't remember what it is.
Ooh, how'd you make them circles?
Very carefully. If you have squares, and then, I had a grid with some squares cut out of it, and then I smoothed that whole thing, what is the word? Subdivided everything. That will make it into a circle. Often if I need to work with a sphere, I'll start with a cube, and then I'll subdivide that 2 times to make it into a nice sphere, because just the way the topology goes makes it easier to work with a square. It'll all make sense when you're older.
I don't know why, but my brain wanted to help you find your word earlier.
You can't help me find subdivide.
I don't know why. Well, bevel was what my brain wanted to help you with, but it's like, why would I try and help you? It's not something I should know, and that would just mess you up. So I do have a filter. I didn't say it.
Thank you. For all those people who don't know us personally, that is kind of one of our jokes, is like, I don't know, there have been times where I have a hard time rendering something, and one time I was complaining about this to Shell, and she's like, I could take a look if you want. It's like, the trickiest program, but I was excited for this one because I came up with a little trivia game for us. Because it's Kiki, I don't look at my phone.
I'm not. I'm only looking at your art, as my eyes should only be looking at.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's really hard to finish.
Because it's just so true. But I came up with a bunch of little quotes from Kiki that we say almost daily.
Oh.
Wait, pause. Okay,
I was looking for my phone to physically pause it.
No. Okay, so first I had made, this is actually kind of out of order because I finished the Kiki radio just this week, but I imported a different asset that I'd already finished. It's a necklace from a different movie, but I needed a little sash, or what is it called? Like a little tie thingy for it. So I made one of these for the necklace. I'm not going to redo that whole thing because it was so tedious, so I just imported that in. So if you saw a mysterious necklace show up, that's a spoiler alert for next week.
So we're going to see you have a hard time with this other one. And it's like, why didn't you just do it the same as this one? Just copy paste.
I can't copy and paste from something that doesn't exist. It's a paradox. Okay, so I wrote down all these Kiki quotes because Kiki's Delivery Service is, I think, the only one that we watched when we were still in the single digits of age. Mm-hmm. And so it holds a really special place in our hearts. And there are certain lines, and not even entire lines from it, that just are really special and that we might say every single day ever. And I want you to try to guess every single one of them.
Oh, no.
Because I had time in advance, so I cheated.
Gosh, I can't, my brain just completely emptied.
No, we have a lot, Michelle. And also for anyone who, I don't know, we watched the English one when we were growing up, so everything about this will be the English quotes. Because that is important to know, because I'll give you a free one right now.
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
Yes.
If you guys know, then you know. And so that's just, it's constant. Every single day of our lives we'll hear this laugh. Can you think of another off the top of your head now?
No, I'm trying to think of the one where Judy's talking about the millions and billions of... No.
Hustle and bustle.
Hustle and bustle.
With much hustling and bustling.
Yeah, that is one of them.
There are a lot of people.
Yeah, that was another one too.
There are a lot of buildings.
Let's see. Oh, I had, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, I don't feel like this one has been quite as nostalgic, but recently when we watched it, I feel like I've really liked it. And Come Back a Failure? Ooh,
And Come Back a Failure? Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I feel like it was more of a thing when we were younger, but like Osono's weird sudden laugh when Kiki's like, you mean I can stay here? Like,
You'd really let me stay with you?
Osono, chill out. And then, oh my gosh, and it's not like fun to quote, but it's not like a fun part of the movie, but it's like, I can't go because the clothes are all wet.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like, that's also pretty quotable. And then I
Go in these wet clothes.
It doesn't matter anyway. I can't go in these wet clothes.
Yeah, it's memorable. Let's see. And I had one last one, but it's not something we quote, but it's something I think a lot, where it's like, I think I've said this to you before, where anytime you say you're about to go do an activity, I always think of Gigi's line where she was saying like, oh yeah, like that woman in the woods, like she's gonna paint me. And Gigi's like, naked. Like he's half paying attention to her.
With me in it.
Naked?
Gigi!
Anyway, so it's like whenever you're like, oh, I'm gonna go like brush my hair, I always finish it in my head as like, naked.
I'll do it with my shirt on.
Huh, that's not one.
It's not, it's Mulan.
Okay. It's like, my wires crossed. Ta-da.
Mulan's next though. Do Disney ones.
Oh my gosh. Give me a suggestion. Like what prop for Mulan?
Ooh. An apple for serenity. A pendant for balance.
Anyway, if you guys have suggestions of props from...
A grain of rice.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There are.
You already did the lantern that is so reminiscent of the beginning mountains.
It is, yeah. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for props for movies I could make, I feel like I really like making fan art, like 3D fan art. Also, I haven't talked about One Piece in a while. If anyone has any One Piece related props I should make, let me know. Especially one that might give me any reason to talk about Sanji, because I realized I haven't told Michelle anything about Sanji.
I don't know who that is.
So, anyways, all that to say, give me suggestions, folks who are watching. Put it in the comments. I want to make fan art. All right, bye.
Thanks for watching. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Bye.